everybody, and welcome to the channel. And we got some New York Yankees 1961 baseball. It's September 14th, 1961, and this is game one of a doubleheader between the New York Yankees and Chicago White Sox, taking place in Comiskey Park in Chicago. Let's take a look at the starting lineup here for the visiting New York Yankees. We got leading off playing second base is Bobby Richardson. Batting second and playing shortstop, Tony Kubek. Batting third playing right field is Roger Maris. Batting fifth playing center field is Mickey Mantle. Batting fifth playing first base, Bill Skowron. Batting sixth playing left field after being out for about 10 games is Yogi Berra. Batting seventh and doing the catching is Johnny Blanchard. Batting eighth and playing third base is Clint Boyer. And batting ninth and on the mound is Raleigh Shelton. Let's take a look at your Chicago White Sox starting lineup. We got leading off Luis Aparicio playing shortstop. Batting second playing right field, Floyd Robinson. Batting third playing left field is Minnie Mioso. Batting fourth playing first base, Roy Serves. Batting fifth playing third base is Al Smith. Batting sixth playing center field, Jim Landis. Batting seventh playing second base is Nellie Fox. Batting eighth doing the catching is Sherman Lawler. And batting ninth doing the pitching for the Chicago White Sox is Ray Herbert. Let's get down here to Chicago and get this game started, folks. Hey, Philip and Tim D. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better, Tim. Alrighty, folks. We got Ray Herbert on the mound. This is his 18th start. He's got a 2.79 ERA. His record's 6-7, and he's got 5 complete games. The first batter he'll be facing is Bobby Richardson. He's batting .255 with 3 home runs on the year, 57 RBIs. And here's the pitch to Bobby. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field to start this game off by Bobby. A nice way to start. Gets on base and sets the table here in the first. So nobody out. Bobby down at first for Mr. Kubek. And Tony is batting .276 on the year. He's got 6 home runs and 54 RBIs. And here's the pitch to Kubek. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Can they turn 2 here? And that's Smith over the Fox, over the serve. And that's around the horn double play, folks. And that just kills that. 2 outs now and nobody on for Roger instead of somebody being on. Oh, yeah, not bad, Tim D. I'll be glad when I go to my regular eye doctor. And I'm going to go back to wearing glasses. These readers, cheaters, whatever you want to call them, I'm going to tell him whether it's clear at the top or whatever. I want glasses and I want bifocals. That way I don't have to take them on and off. And like I say, I always had glasses that changed out in the sun. That way I can have sunglasses all the time. Won't have to worry with that. But yeah, other than that, it's great. Not a problem at all. Can see fine without them as far as the distance. It's just up close like here, trying to read the book here in Apba, and I have to have them. But yeah, I'm going to ask, like I say, for regular glasses with bifocals. And now we got Roger batting .271, 66 home runs on the year, folks. Can he get 70 is the question now with 131 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Roger. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Minnie Mioso's got it. So the Yanks get a hit, but it's erased on the double play. Yankees, nothing. And White Sox, Aparicio, Robinson, and Mioso coming up here against Sheldon. Sheldon's making his 21st start of the year. He's got a 3.08 ERA. He's 11-5. And the first batter he'll be facing is Luis Aparicio, batting .231, 2 home runs, and 44 RBIs. Give me a second here, guys. I'm getting a text message. All right, he was my youngest daughter. And we're back now. Here's the pitch to Aparicio. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Mix got it. And that'll be out number one here in the bottom of the first. That brings up Floyd Robinson now. And Floyd is batting 307 on the year, 14 home runs, 58 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Boyer, and that's 2 up and 2 down. And here comes Minnie Mioso now. And Minnie's batting 259. He's got 23 home runs on the year with 88 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Quebec with that. And 1, 2, 3 goes the White Sox. Oh, I bet. Yeah. Yep. I bet it is. Like I say, I forgot because I have the glasses, Tim, since I was in the 5th grade. So I haven't been out in the sun without sunglasses since the 5th grade. That's crazy. Something you don't really think about, like I say, with wearing glasses all the time like that. Yeah, it's like, darn, what a difference. And now we got Mr. Mano up now. He's batting 312. He's got 48 home runs and he's got 140 RBIs on the year, folks. Here's the pitch to Mick. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Al Smith. He's up with it. He fires across the diamond and gets Mick out. Yeah, exactly. Oh, wow. Yeah, like I say, my parents, they've always got me, when I was a kid, always got me glasses that changed out in the sun. So it was nice. And here comes Mr. Bill Scowen batting 273, 38 home runs, and 132 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Aparicio. And that'll be a quick 2 outs here for the Yanks. And that'll bring up Mr. Yogi Berra, who hasn't been in the lineup for about 10 games. He makes his return. Excuse me, he's batting 312 on the year, 26 home runs. Excuse me again, 70 RBIs. And that is going to be a base hit in the center field. Welcome back, Yogi Berra. Singles his first time up. And we got a runner down at first with 2 outs for Johnny Blanchard. Johnny's batting 265, but he's heated up, folks. If you remember early in the year, he was hitting around the 240 mark. He's got 21 home runs, 52 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Blanchard. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going. Blanchard goes the other way, hits that out in left field, a 2-run shot. The Yankees take a 2-0 lead here. Hey, Bernie. Check out Bernie's channel, folks. Bernard Strum Sports Replays. He's doing the 1914 Red Sox over there. Check it out. And here comes Clint Boyer up now. Mr. Boyer's batting 224. He's got 11 home runs, 52 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Clint. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Floyd Robinson makes the catch. And that'll retire the side, but not until the Yankees score 2 on the Blanchard home run. We go to the bottom of the second. We got serves. Smith and Landis due up here for the White Sox. Roy Serves batting 263, 21 home runs, and 91 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Sheldon fires that ball into no man's land, and that'll be a 2-base error. And Serves ends up down at second, folks. So there you got the lead runner in scoring position on the 2-base error, and I just sent him down to third, I think. Yep. I just realized that as soon as I hit the enter button. Let's redo that and send him down the second, not the third. Blanchard, let's take a look here. I think that was his like 22nd home run of the year, Bernie. Yeah. Like I say, his power's been good. Now he's actually, 22nd home run of the year. His power wasn't bad, but he just wasn't hitting. Now he's starting to hit. He's got that batting average up to 268. Like I say, there for a while, he was hovering right around the 240 mark. He had one more than real life right now, exactly, and still got what? This is game 147, so still got 15 games to go. Yeah, like I say, I'm pleasantly surprised with his average. I'm disappointed in average, but he's been hitting the home run, still doing that. So we got served down at second, nobody out. Al Smith's up. Al's having a good year, batting 294. He's got 26 home runs, 108 RBIs here for the White Sox. And that's going to be Al's service is not going to take off for third. I can tell you that with nobody out and as slow as he is. So that's going to be one strike on Al Smith. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And that'll get the runner over to third. So now we got one out here in the second with Serves down at third and Landis up the bat. Yankees are going to play back here. Don't want to give up a big inning. No trading out for a run. Then you got Jim batting 266, 19 home runs, 79 RBIs. And that's going to be a single in the left field. And Yogi Bear might have done it with the bat getting a single, but that's a throwing error on Yogi. And that's going to let Landis get down to second. So that's two errors in this inning, folks. And now you got one out with a run in. It's 2-1, and Landis down at second for Nelly Fox. Right now it's Cepeda, I believe, is leading the National League, one over Willie Mays, 36 and 35. It could be the other way around. Mays may have 36, but I'm 90% sure it's Orlando Cepeda with 36 home runs and like 120 RBIs. And Mays is, like I said, got 35. That's why I said, I kept saying I'm still not sure. I keep saying the Giants are going to win the pennant over the Braves. I keep saying that because that's a heck of a lineup they got. Heck, you got times where Cepeda's not even in the lineup, and you got McCovey in the lineup and one of the Lou boys in the outfield. So it's crazy, that lineup. All righty, you got Nelly Fox up now, batting 249. He's got 5 home runs, 37 RBIs. So Sheldon, with the poor defense here, still got a runner at second with one out, though. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. As a matter of fact, that's a line drive down the second. Nice play by Bobby. He can't double up Landis. He gets back, but that's big 2 outs now. That brings up Sherm Lawler. And Sherm's batting 273. He's got 11 home runs and 44 RBIs on the year. And that ball is well hit by Sherm. And that ball is driven into the gap in left field. Landis will score and tie this game up. And now you got Sherm down at second. And Mr. Ray Hubbard up now. And Ray's batting a $186. He does have a home run on the year and 8 RBIs. So Sheldon's got to be a little careful here in a 2-2 ball game. And he's not. He squares it up, Herb does. And he drives that ball into the center field. That ball is deep. That ball is back. Home run number 2 for Ray Herbert. And we don't need no stinking DH. And all of a sudden, the White Sox score 4 here in the second. And it's 4-2 Chicago. And it's the bottom part of the order doing this, folks. We're back to the top of it now. And Aparicio's up. He is 0 for 1. He flew out the center the first time up. And that'll end the inning. That's a fly ball out to Roger. But like I say, the White Sox strike, get 4. 2 big runs on the home run by Ray Herbert. We go to the top of the third, 4-2 Chicago. Sheldon, then Richardson and Quebec due up here for the Yanks. Rowland is batting 170. He's got 3 RBIs on the year. And that is going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Hey, Legends. Everybody check out Legend Sports Universe. He's got the franchise All-Star World Series going on between the San Francisco Giants and the Cleveland Indians. Game 1 was last night. Go back and check that out if you haven't. We're back to the top of the order. We got Bobby Richardson up. He singled his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out in the shallow left field. Smith goes back, makes the catch, and robs Bobby of his second hit. That'll bring up Tony Quebec. He's 0 for 1 today. He hit into a double play his first time up. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. So Tony gets aboard here with 2 outs. And that'll bring up one of the M&M boys, Roger Maris. And Roger get number 67 here, folks, and tie this game up. He flew out the left field his first time up. And that is going to be a ground ball down the second. Fox will go the short way over to Aparicio, and that'll end the inning. Yankees leave 1 on. We go to the bottom of the third. White Sox up by 2. You got Robinson, Minoso, and Serves due up here. Lloyd grounded out the third his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Scouring calls off. Sheldon takes it himself for out number 1. And here comes Minnie Mioso. He grounded out the short his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the first strikeout by Sheldon today. 2 down now for Roy Serves. And he reached on an air and came around the score, folks. First time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Bobby Richardson. So the White Sox go down in order. We go to the top of the fourth. We got Mantle, Scouring, and Yogi due up here. And Mick grounded out the third his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Nellie Fox. And that'll be out number 1. That brings up the Moose, Bill Scouron. And Bill, he grounded out the short his first time up. And that's going to be hit down to Al Smith at third. 2 up and 2 down. And that brings up Yogi. He singled in the center field his first time up. Can Yogi do it again? And no, he can't, but he takes a base on balls, and that was ball number 4 from Herbert. And that was Ray's first walk. Here comes Johnny Blanchard. He hit a home run his first time up, folks, a 2-run shot. Can he do it back to back? He's heating up. And that ball is down to Nellie Fox. He's up with it. He'll go over to short, and that'll end the inning, folks. So, again, the Yankees leave 1 on. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Smith, Landis, and Fox. This is the part of the order that did the damage in the second inning. Al Smith grounded out the second his first time up. And he gets a hold of this. That ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is back, and going. Balls are flying out of Comiskey today. The wind's blowing out here in Chicago. And it is now 5-2. And that brings up Jim Landis. He singled, reached second on an air, and has an RBI. Here's the pitch to Jim. And that's a ground ball down to Bobby Richardson. That'll be out number 1. Here comes old Nellie Fox. And Nellie, he lined out the second his first time up. Hard hit ball, but right at Bobby. And that ball is well hit. They're just teeing off on Sheldon, this part of the lineup, folks. And that ball is driven into the gap out there in right field off the wall. And he's standing down at second with a double. That brings up Sherm Law. And let's see what Sherm can do here. And the worst part is you don't want to pitch around Sherm. Herbert hit a 2-run homer his first time up. So here's the pitch to Sherm. 1 out, and Nellie Fox down at second. Lawler, he doubled his first time up. Got an RBI. And that'll be a ground ball down the third. He'll look the runner back. Well, that's a swing and a miss. Sorry, that's a strikeout. That's only Sheldon's second strikeout. That's a big one. That brings up Ray Herbert. Not to give me out, as he found out the first time as he homered. So they got to pitch careful to him. Here's the pitch to Ray. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3, back-to-back strikeouts. But the White Sox score 1 more on the home run. And we go to the top of the 5th. It's 5-2 Chicago. Got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Yanks. Boyer, Sheldon, and Richardson. Boyer flew out though right his first time up. Can he get aboard and get something started here in the 5th? And that's going to be a base on balls. And here's the question. Oh, Sheldon's gotten lit up there with the home run ball. And I think they're going to make a pitching change here and try to get something going against Ray. All they got is that home run by Blanchard. Let's see who's going to come out here and pitch hit. The only lefty they got on the bench. Well, they got 2 lefties. Bob Howe and Lynn Groden. I guess, how many catchers? They got plenty of catchers. Old Lynn's going to come out here and pitch hit. Might be his first plate appearance for the Yankees. I don't remember using him yet. So we'll get him in the ball game here. See what old Jesse can do. And he keep this hit parade going here. Keep the merry-go-round going. Put another $1 in that machine. This is his first appearance of the year. I thought it was. Can Jesse come through here for the Yankees? And that's going to be a Boyer. Takes off for second. I think he's crazy for taking off for second. You're down by 3. He don't have a lot of speed, folks. And Sherman's going to fire down there to second. Here's the throw down. And Boyer gets in there. He's safe at second. I think it was dumb as a box of rocks, though. Now you got a runner in scoring position for Jesse. And 1 strike on him. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Aparicio bobbles the ball. Doesn't compound it by throwing it away. So he holds on to it. Runner on second's going to hold. So Jesse gets aboard here, folks. It's first and second with nobody out. And we're at the top of the order here. And all of a sudden, I didn't want him down the third. I want him to hold at second. All of a sudden, the White Sox now committing the errors, just like the Yankees did in that second inning. So we got an E6, runner on second. I want him to hold. There we go. So now we got first and second for Bobby Richardson. He singled and popped up the third. See if he can get a base hit here and drive Boyer in. And that's not going to happen. That's going to be a fly ball out the right field. And that's not going to be deep enough to get Boyer over. So now there's 1 out for Tony Quebec with runners on first and second. Hey, what's going on, Aaron? See if Tony can come through. He singled his last time up, folks. Can he do her again? And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. He's going to take it himself, step on the bag, and fire over to first. That's going to be a 5-3 double play, folks. Not what the Yankees wanted, and that'll end the inning. So the Yankees get first and second and nobody out and don't get a thing out of it and leave the M&M boys standing on the deck. That's a darn shame. Now we need a pitcher here. You got the top of the order. You got a righty, a lefty, and then a righty due up. See who the Yankees are going to bring in here. They might go with Bob Turley. Let's see here. See if he can give them a few innings here. You know, they're going to go with Jim Coates. Coates is going to come out and pitch. See if he can eat up some innings here. He'll be facing, like I say, the top of the order, Aparicio, Robertson, and Minnie Mioso. Hey, Doug. Doug Hunt joins us here. Aparicio, he's 0 for 2. He's flown out the center and the right. And not this time, folks. He greets Jim, squares that ball up. He drives that ball in the right center. And he's standing down with second base with a leadoff double. So nobody out for Mr. Robinson. And he's grounded out the third and grounded out the first. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And he looks to runner back to second. Fires over to first. And that's one big out here in the fifth. That brings up Minnie Mioso now. And then there goes Aparicio, and we want him to hold. So let's get him back to second and have him hold here. And now one out for Minnie Mioso, who grounded out and struck out. And that's going to be a pop up on the infield. Tony Kubek's going to call for it for out number 2. So now there's 2 down for Roy Serves here. See if Jim can get out of that leadoff double here. Serve is 0 for 2. He did reach on an air and come around the score. He also grounded out the second. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Mickey Mantle, and that'll be the third out. So the leadoff double gets stranded down at second. We go to the top of the 6th. We got the big boys coming up here. The M&M boys, Maris Mantle, and then Scouring. Rogers 0 for 2. He's flown out and reached on a fielder's choice. 66 home runs, Doug. Looking for number 67 here. And that's going to be a pop-up in the shallow left field. Aparicio goes out and makes the catch for out number 1. And here comes the Mick. And Mickey is 0 for 2 also. He's grounded out the second and the third. And that's going to be a base on balls. Mick trots on down the first, gets on base here. Yankees trailing by 3, need some runners. That'll bring up Scouring. And the Moose is 0 for 2. He's grounded out the short and the third also. Can he come through here with one out with Mick on? And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And let me know if you heard this before. That's a 5-4-3 double play. That is the third double play the Yankees have hit into, I believe. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 5-2. Let's take a look here. I'm pretty sure that was their third double play. Yeah, going for 70 is right, Doug. Yeah. Yeah. They say I was only the second double play. I ain't the second double play. Let's look here. Scorecard. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's three double plays. Three double plays. I thought so. All righty, we go to the bottom of the sixth. We got Smith, Landis, and Fox. Like to say, this is the party order that's beat up Sheldon. Can Jim Coates make it through? Al Smith's 1 for 2. He hit a home run his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Jim Coates gets him with a strikeout. That's his first strikeout of the game. One down here in the sixth. That brings up Jim Landis now. And Jim is 1 for 2 with an RBI and came around the score. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Roger Maris. 2 quick outs here in the sixth. And that'll bring up Nellie Fox. And no Nellie. He's 1 for 2 with a line out and a double. And he gets this ball and he drives it into right field. Turns on it. Roger has to hustle, get over there and hold him to a single. So now 2 outs. Nellie Fox down at first for Sherman. Yeah, exactly, legends. Yep. Here comes Sherm. He's 1 for 2. Yep, that is correct. That part of the lineup did him in too, didn't it? And Sherm's 1 for 2. He doubled. Struck out his last time up, though. Not this time, folks. He squares the ball up. And that ball is driven into the gap in right field. And that's going to score Nellie from first. And it is 6-2 now. And a runner down at second and 2 outs. And that brings up Ray Herbert. And he homered his first time up, folks. He is 1 for 2. He struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball, I believe, back to the that's down to first, not to the mound. And that'll end the inning. But the White Sox score 1, make it a 6-2 ball game. We go to the 7th inning. Yankees trailing by 4. Barris, Blanchard, and Boyer. The Killer Bees are up. Yogi's 1 for 1 today. He singled and walked. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's 1 out here in the 7th. Here comes Johnny Blanchard. He's responsible for the 2 runs on the board. He had a 2-run homer in the 2nd inning. Can he get a base hit here, folks? And that's going to be a ball. 1-0 pitch to him. Can he take advantage of it? And he does, because that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going. Blanchard's trying to carry these Yankees on his back. That's the lead in half. It's now 6-3. That's John That brings up Clint Boyer. He's 0 for 1. Walked and got stranded down at third. Can he get on base again here in the 7th? And that's going to be a fly ball out to Minnie Mioso. That'll be out number 2. That'll bring up Jim Coates, and we'll have a pitch hitter here for him. And that's going to be the only lefty we got on the bench, I think. Bob Hale is going to come out here and pitch hit. See if Bob can get on base. And Bob's hitting 200 on the year. He's 1 for 5. Here's to pitch to Bob. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first, I believe. No, back to the mound. And Ray's got it. He's going to fire over to first. And that'll end the inning, folks. Yankees score 1 on the Blanchard home run. And it makes it a 6-3 ball game as we go to the 7th inning stretch. And Hal Ruffin will be probably coming out of the pen here for the Yankees. See if he can hold this to a 3-run lead here. Bottom of the seventh, and give the Yankees 2 chances to score 3 runs. He'll be facing Aparicio. He's flown out the center and right and doubled his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Mick. Mick takes a few steps back, makes the catch. Hey, Jamie. Yeah, exactly. Yogi didn't strike out much. You're absolutely right there, Jamie. There wasn't much Yogi did wrong. Yogi's got to be one of the best ball players in the history of baseball, I think. There's a great documentary about him being Yogi. Might have cost him some respect, people not taking him as serious as a ball player as they should have. If you look at his stats and all the championships and all he was on. Here comes Floyd up. He's grounded out 3 times, the 3 different positions. He's grounded out the third, first, and short. And that's going to be a single in the left field. So Floyd's aboard here with a 1 out. And brings up Minnie Mioso. And Minnie is 0 for 3. He's grounded out, struck out, and popped up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Rogers got room out there, makes the catch for out number 2. And that brings up Roy Surge here with Floyd still down at first. Roy's 0 for 3. He's grounded out, flown out, and reached on an error. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Sorry, that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Nice play by Boyer. He fires over to first, and that'll end the inning, folks. So the White Sox strand 1. We go to the 8th. Yankees trailing by 3. We got the top of the order due up here. Richardson, Quebec, and Maris. Can they do something here against Ray? Ray's pitched 7 innings, given up 5 hits. He's walked 3 and struck out 2. His only problem is he can't pitch to Blanchard. Blanchard has hit 2 home runs off of him, counting for all 3 Yankees runs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the back to the mound. Ray's going to toss it over to first. That'll be out number 1. It's up to Quebec to get on here for the M&M boys. Set the table here. And Tony has a single in this game. Can he get on board again? But he's one of the Yankees that's hitting the double plays, 2 of them, a matter of fact. And he does get a hold of this one, folks. Squares this one up. And he drives that ball into the gap in right field. It bounces a 1 bouncer off the wall. And Tony's standing down at second with a 1-out double for the M&M boys. Let's see if they can take advantage of it here. Rogers 0 for 3. He's flown out the left. He's reached on a fielder's choice, and he's popped up the short. And that's going to be a Tony Quebec. The Yankees are doing some stupid base running here. He takes off for third. And here's the throw down from Sherm. And Smith applies the tag, and he's in there safely, folks. But I think he's dumb as a box of rocks, as bad as Clint Boyer. Why in the hell are you trying to steal third? And it's a good thing he made it with Roger Maris up. Now he's down at third with 1 out. That's 1 strike on Roger. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. He's going to look the runner back to third. Fire over to first. And that's going to be 2 out. So it's up to Mick now. And Mick do some damage here. And they need to get that run in. Make at least a 2-run game where somebody gets on. You got a shot at it. Mick's 0 for 2. He did walk his last time up. Yeah, exactly, Legends. It's just not the show. I agree with you. That's a good one. All righty. Here's Mick. He's 0 for 2. And he's going to be 0 for 3 because that's a big swing and a miss, strike 3. Herbert gets out of that with nobody scoring. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees trailing by 3. We got Smith Landis and Fox. Can Hal get through this part of the order? It hasn't been good for the Yanks. Al Smith's 1 for 3 with that solo homer. And that's going to be a swing and a no, that's going to be a base on balls. He's got that W. So he walks Hal Smith. Not what you want when you're trailing by 3 to walk the leadoff runner. Here comes Jim Landis up now. Jim's 1 for 3. He's got an RBI on the day. And here we go. A hit by pitch. Hal Ruffins, and the wheels coming off the cart. He walks Smith, hits Landis. White Sox ain't happy. He sure ain't doing that on purpose, folks. He just ain't got the control right now, that's for sure. So now you got first and second and nobody out. And that brings up Nellie Fox. Oh, Nellie's 2 for 3, having a good game. And the only time they got him out was a line drive right at Bobby Richardson. So let's see if they can get a double play ground ball themselves. They've hit into enough of them. Can they get one? And that's going to be a infield hit. Nellie Fox with a hit. It's going to load the bases up here, Fox. Gets on first. Landis at second. Smith at third. Sherm's up now. They got to play the infield in. He's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Sherm. And that is going to be a ground ball down the third. And let's see if they can turn a double play here. So that's down to Boyer. Boyer comes home with it, and that's all they'll get. But they do get the runner out at home. That's 1 out here. And they are going to let Ray hit. Hell, he's already homered in this game. And they're going to play back for the double play. Sherm's down at first. Not much speed. Herbert don't have much speed, so they're going to play back for the double play. Ray's 1 for 3, like I said, with that home run in the second. Here's the pitch to Ray. And that's going to be a strike called on Ray, and he goes batshit crazy and gets thrown out of this game, folks. 1 strike on Herbert, and he gets ejected. So who are they going to bring up now? They lose their pitcher for arguing balls and strikes, leading 6 to 3. I could see if he was trailing and pissed off that he wasn't getting those calls, but come on. Not thinking of a big pitcher, that's for sure. Gets tossed out of this game. They're going to bring up Al Pelargic. It's going to come off the bench. He's the only lefty they got. And I think that's going to change the Yankees' mind about playing back. They're going to play in now with Al up there. Try to cut that run off again. So with a 0-1 count on Al, he's batting .267, 1 home run and 7 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. This ball game's going to be busted open now. And that ball is hit into extreme deep left field. It's rolling around out there. And Al, with his speed, he puts on the Jets. He's rounding second. And he's going to make it down the third easily, folks. And all of a sudden, it's 9 to 3. So Herbert gets ejected from the game. Al comes in and hits a 3-run triple for Beatles. And this game is getting out of hand. Now you got a runner down at third and still only 1 out. And we're back to the top of the order. And Aparicio, who's 1 for 4. Again, the Yankees got to play in. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. And Al's going to score. And that makes it a 10 to 3 good buddy game. And that puts Aparicio down at first with 1 out. And I don't know if this is revenge for the Yankees running the bases like fools, but off goes Aparicio with a 10-3 lead. Don't understand what he's doing, but he's taking off for second. And he's going to make it in there with a stolen base. That takes away the double play. And I don't think the Yankees are going to like that. There's Floyd Robinson up. Was he going to get one in the ear here? He's 1 for 4. And that's going to be a base on balls. These pitches was buzzing by him. But like I say, Hal hasn't been on top of his game. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but now it's first and second and still only 1 out. Minnie Mioso's up. He's 0 for 4. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll bring up Rory Serves now. And he is 0 for 4 also. Top of the lineup. Hasn't done much today. And he hits a ground ball. No, that's going to be an infield fly. And Bobby Richardson calls for it and makes the catch. But White Sox score 4, 3 of them on the triple. And lead this game 10-3. We go to the 10th inning. We need a pitcher since old Herbert got himself ejected here. You got righty, lefty, lefty due up. Let's see what the White Sox are going to do here. Are they going to bring a lefty in? I think they are. They're going to bring either Score Peters in. And it's going to be Gary Peters is going to come in here and pitch. And try to get the 9th inning done here. This first game sure not going the way the Yankees wanted it. That's for sure. It is a doubleheader, so hopefully they bounce back in game number 2. So he'll be facing Scourin, Bearer, and Blanchard here in the 9th. And the Moose is 0 for 3. And he's going to be 0 for 4 because that's a swing and a miss, strike out number 1. Gary comes in the game. This is his 4th appearance. He's got a 3.6 ERA. Doesn't have a record. He does have 2 saves on the year, though. That brings up Yogi. Yogi's having a good game. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Came around to score 1 of the 3 runs. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 1. And that's going to be a fly ball out in the shallow left. Smith goes out, robs Yogi of his second base hit of the game. That's just the way this game's going for the Yanks. And here comes the only man doing anything in this game, folks. He's 2 for 3 with 2 home runs and the 3 RBIs. And that's John E. Blanchard. That batting average up to 270. And that's going to be the first time, well, second time they've gotten him out. That ball's hit down to Aparicio. He takes his time, fires over the serves, and that'll end this ball game. White Sox win this game 10-3. Yeah, exactly, Bernie. I like that, Bernie. This is a computer game. You quick play the end. I got you. Yep. Let's take a look here at the box score. Not a lot for the Yankees to be thankful about, except for Blanchard keeps on hitting. And these are the last 2 games before they take on the Tigers, so they don't want to start losing now. Yankees 3 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. White Sox 10 runs on 12 hits and 1 error. Like Quebec and Blanchard both had 2-hit games. Johnny's, both of them was home runs. The worst part was the double plays, folks. Yankees hit into, I think, 4 double plays. It says they hit into 3, but I'm pretty sure they hit into 4. Let's look. 1, 2, It was only 3. I thought it was 4. So they hit into 3 double plays. They only left 4 men on base. And look at this. Nellie Fox 3 for 4. Al Smith and Herbert with home runs. Ray Herbert was the man. 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs, and the only person he couldn't get out for the Yankees was Mr. Johnny Blanchard. Other than that, he did a hell of a job against that lineup. White Sox were 6 for 15. They was hitting. They left 6 men on base. And Mr. Sheldon goes to 11 and drops to 11 and 6. Only pitched 4 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned. Struck out 3 and gave up the 2 home runs. Jim comes in, pitches 2 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, struck out 1. Al Ruffin comes in and gets roughed up. 2 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, walked 2, and struck out 1. And Ray Herbert goes to 7 and 7. He pitched 8 innings because he got ejected, or he would have had a complete game against these Yankees. 6 hits, 3 runs, walked 3, struck out 3, and gave up the 2 home runs, like I say, to Mr. Blanchard. Peters comes in, pitches an inning, strikes out 1. And that's your ball game, folks. I want to thank Bernie Strom, Sports Replay, Legend Sports Universe, Doug Hunt, and Jamie. Check out the Legends and Bernie's channels, folks. Aaron Reed. Check out Aaron Reed's channel, folks. He's been doing some windows for baseball. Tim D. And Philip Reynolds. Check out his channel. He's been playing History Maker Baseball. Alrighty, folks. You all have a great evening. I don't know if I'll be back on later or not. What time is it? Almost 9 o'clock. Probably not. I'm back to work. Had to go back to work today. So I probably won't be on anymore tonight. So until next time, you all have a great day. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for reminders. And on your way out of this, well, it's a double hitter. I wouldn't leave the game, but on your way to the concession stand, hit that like and leave a comment. Until next time, you all take care. Oh, you do the same, Tim.